I would like to start by congratulating you all for August 30, the Victory Day, the last ring of our chain of victories. August 30 victory is the turning point of our national war of independence. This victory, through which we brought the seal of our nation on Anatolia, has been crowned with the foundation of our republic, and we owned up to our third estate, founded in our geographies. The chief commander-in-chief, and the leader of our national war, Gazi Mustafa Kemal. I would like to commemorate, remember with gratitude all the commanders, all martyrs and veterans for this victory. From the Battle of Malazgirt on, all martyrs who risked their lives, who were on the front lines, I would like to remember them with gratitude. All our heroes, pray for their soul. As Mehmet Akif Ersoy expressed in our national anthem in the best way, you are the new candidates of heroes who will join our struggle of independence, and all national and international guests who will be graduating today from the War College. I would like to congratulate you all. All officers who will be at the ranks of being lieutenants, hopefully will be successful for the rest of their lives, and I wish you all the best of success. All members of the National War College, I would like to thank you all for training, educating such bright people, and bringing in further power to the power of our armed forces. Distinguished guests, 5 years ago our nation witnessed the most despicable and low attempt of coup. A group of gang of traitors of FETÖ started this coup attempt on July the 15th, but with the first day lights, we, with our nation, defeated them all. 283 citizens, civilians, 81 police officers, and 5 soldiers lost their lives, and 43 soldiers have been honored with the title of being veterans, as they fought the members of the terror organization FETÖ. And we have dismissed 21,000 in the army for their links to the organization, and 4,723 former members of the army who had links with this terror organization are in prisons. And with this coup attempt, we have materialized a very comprehensive reform for our military and also our education institutions. We closed down all the military schools who had links with that terror organization. The war colleges, institutes, colleges have been brought under the umbrella of our National War College. And the military education has been brought under the same roof, and this ensured institutional unity. Distinguished guests, when our national war started its education practices, many students enrolled, and we have now our first graduates with us. When we started this reform, some claimed that we were cutting the veins of the Turkish army and making manipulations. However, we see today now, let alone cutting the veins of vessels of a Turkish army, we have now a much more comprehensive, a much higher qualified education system for military. From the curriculum to the tools and equipment used, we have now an education institution which acts in line with the needs of our day. For example, after the foundation of Army War College, our students have started learning many other languages other than English, German, French, Persian, Arabic, and as of this year, they have now started taking classes for Greek. And as the figures as well confirm, we have a success story about which we can all be proud. In the first phase, by admitting students to various classes, we have not given way to any interruption in the operations of Turkish armed forces. As of now, almost all classes and departments have started completing their education. Our Army War College in 2020-2021 graduated more than 15,000 national students and more than 1,000 international students, and totally more than 16,000. And with the guest students, the figure has even exceeded 23,000. And we have, in terms of number, compensated for what we had lost because of July the 15th. And now we have thousands of graduates of the National War College. And during the pandemic, all education activities continued, and the only education institution that uninterruptedly continued with its practices is the Army War College. And when it comes to the vaccination, the university has achieved a ratio of over 90% for the vaccination of all the fellows, professors, and students at the university. And now from our war colleges, we have 101 guest students and more than 1,500 national students who are graduating today, and we all share this excitement, this happiness together. We are happy, we are proud, and thanks be to God, we walk towards the future with our young students, and we walk in Libya, we walk in Azerbaijan, we march, and we will continue in our march. Today, the Land Forces War College and tomorrow for the Air and Naval War Colleges, we will be enjoying this commencement and graduation ceremonies with our students and, of course, their parents. And just a short while ago, we did the groundbreaking ceremony for the National Defense Ministry's Star and Crescent project, and hopefully we will be officially inaugurating it in 2023 on May 19. It is an unprecedented, a unique work of art, and such a work could only befit Turkey and to you, to us. For the colleges for officers, we have 2,254 graduates. For the training and education of all staff of different varying ranks for the needs of our Army, all education and training activities are ongoing. I first of all would like to congratulate Mr. Erhan Afyoncu, the president of the university, and all the professors at the college. In a very short period of time, they materialized a system which is way more successful than the old system. And I believe there is no other similar country who has achieved that in the world. And I hope that those who lie that the war colleges and military education has come to an end will be ashamed when they see this beautiful picture. Distinguished guests, God says there is evil in what you consider as good, and there is good in what you consider as evil. So every incident that our country experiences, the July the 15th coup attempt included, indeed opened the gates for many other opportunities for us to seize, not only in military, but from judiciary to all institutions, to education. We have been reinforcing our sovereignty with national and domestic systems and movements. And now we have our unmanned aerial vehicles flying in our skies, and we have our armed unmanned vehicles flying in our skies, and we have our combat vehicles, aerial vehicles flying in our skies. And we build those, we manufacture those on our own without the need of any other, and we grow even stronger. The sacrifices of our veterans and the blood of our martyrs have not gone in vain. From our counterterrorism operations to cross-border operations, we in every field, all the way to achieving a healthier structure in political arena. We see the effects of that, just like every big challenge and change and transformation, and just like every great reform. There are difficulties to bear and endure, but everyone should be assured that every policy developed, every practice put in use will ensure a Turkey which is of a higher level of welfare, which is at peace, and which is greater. And when necessary, we have the resistance to speak, to not speak outly the challenges we face, we endure, and we stand tall and sound. And we always, to ensure the better, the healthier, the more effective for our people, for our nation, we are ready to endure many more challenges to come. For dirty calculations or bargainings behind closed doors, there are some who think of endangering the future of our people, but we have never thought the same. And our nation, in all the struggles we picked up with in July the 15th and in its aftermath, stood with us, and and hopefully we will be achieving our 2023 goals again with our nation. The Turkish armed forces, which came out from the bosom of our great homeland, in the forthcoming periods will be serving at the highest level, just like it did in our cross-border operations and the operations within our borders. If there are still some who have doubts that this army is not the army of this great nation, there is nothing we can do about those people.
her türlü müdahaleye açık bir ülke haline getirme gayretleri kuranların
those who have some efforts to render our country unstable, vulnerable, fragile, will always, but always, be frustrated in any attempt they have. The assembly, the parliament, the will of our nation, which is the will of our nation, and the presidency and all the relevant authorities and institutions will work harder to make our nation and our country even stronger. A country which cannot be pushed to collapse with its soldiers, technology, equipment, vision, will become stronger and stronger. We do not have any other homeland. We do not have any other state, and we do not have any other sanctuary. And until we reach our goals, we will not stop, we will not pause, and we will overcome all challenges and handicaps. As Mevlana Rumi said, we will set our foot on Anatolia tightly and strongly, and with the other foot we will be traveling across every location, every geography where our hearts reach out, and we will be protecting the interests, security, safety of our own people all the way to the end, and we will never turn our backs to the downtrodden, to the oppressed, because our state, other than the struggle it has for the prosperity of its own nation and people, on the other hand, helps the others and overcomes all calamities with success. We believe in that wholeheartedly. From the Balkans to Africa, anywhere we go, we see the concrete indicators of this reality. Whoever says what business you have here is a person with ulterior motives, if he is not illiterate, ignorant, or he is, that person is a member of dark plans and scenarios some play out. But we should know that we need to deliver on the responsibilities that our history and civilization put on our shoulders. We have the prayers of a great ummah. We have the support of this great nation. We, ahead of us, have the power of our heroic army. And as long as we have those, we will never, but never avoid any challenge ahead of us. May God help us and be with us. With all those thoughts in mind, I once again would like to congratulate all the graduates of the Army War College. I would like to thank to the administration of the Army War College for their efforts to found such a college and for the quality education they provide for our students. And I would also like to state that I ask kindly of our international students to bring our greetings to their people when they go back to their own countries. And I convey my respect, my best regards to each and every one of you. Thank you. Stay in health.
Derece alan teğmenlere diplomalarının verilmesi.
Eğilmez dimdik başınla, gönül verdik hürriyete. Türkiye yaraşan gücüyle, bağlıyız cumhuriyete.
Eğilmez başımıza, taç yaptık hürriyeti. Zaferle kalbimize yazdık cumhuriyeti.